Hey,
Yo,
we're back
we're
for our
back.
Friday episode.
It's Friday. We hadn't forgotten. I may have been on vacation all week, but here I am, right here, sitting at my wife's desk with my good buddy Efren. Real pastors, two guys that live our lives 1/4 mile at a time.
Oh yeah, man, what a segue! I like how you roll things,
Yeah,
sir. And sir, here we go. We already got Damien
Damon's in the
already in the
house.
chat, and he's back. He's ready for more. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And yeah, lots of changes going on in our lives. As you can see, I'm in a different spot because I will now be working from home. So I had to set up a home office, and that's why you see a little bit of coolness, but a little bit of
There
blankness.
you go.
I'm not done putting up my awesomeness in the back.
Yeah, same. Yeah, we're two homeboys working from home. All right.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
and the dad
You can
jokes.
see my background is my bed, which I made my bed this week because, the wife said so. Got some really fancy curtains, Guardians of the Galaxy poster over there, and Batfleck himself right there in the background. So here we are.
We're trying to do the best we can with what we got. So as we start off, as always, we like to remind you, as you're watching, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share, turn on the bell, all that stuff, so you don't miss out anything that we have going on for you guys.
That bell is there for your convenience. Just hit it. And once again, I will tell you, it don't cost anything.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Do it.
Yep. And for those of you who may be wondering, hey, did you guys watch Loki yet? I have watched Loki. Gary has not. Again, he's been on vacation. But next week we will do a review on the first 2 episodes, and hopefully be doing a little bit of schedule with that. So don't you worry, Loki reviews will be coming.
I'm planning to watch it hopefully today at some point, maybe tonight.
There we go.
But last night, I mean, the Red Sox game was just incredible, and I just couldn't get away from it. And they won, and then I fell asleep. So
yeah,
I
wish I had a team that was doing good.
It's a long season.
It is.
We'll
Hopefully they'll speed it up a little bit. But getting into movies, again, this isn't a sports channel. We know what you guys are here for. And Gary and I can go off on that topic, so one of us has to be like, okay, let's move on. Because if not, we will go off on that topic.
Yep. And it's usually got to be you to say, hey, stop talking about your nonsense. Move on.
Yep. So, yes, thank you, Cole, for this reminder right here. It does suck to be a Braves fan right now.
Long season, fellas. Long season.
I'm ashamed. Anyways, so moving right along, our first topic here is one that, of course, everyone here, I'm pretty sure, know and understand our love for some Jurassic Park franchise, the new Jurassic World Dominion coming out. I love this poster because they, throwing it back, says it all started here. I love that they put this thing out there. This has wrapped, filming. They're still doing all their post-production stuff, but they have wrapped filming on this thing, and they've gotten some stuff done. And Gary, all I got to say is if they are able to capture any bit of that little short film that they did, with that dinosaur, attacking in the camper area, I think we're in for a wild ride.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this movie. I love the poster. Nice callback to the original. I'll just tell you, I know this movie's got some haters, but just picked this up for the collection today. Boom. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Great ending to that movie. That ties into this movie, and bringing back the original cast along with the Jurassic World cast. I'm excited for this.
Good. And more of a half good ending, I guess. I mean, we discussed it when we did our deep dive.
Yeah, deep dive.
Which we probably should get back into those eventually. But half a good ending. But yeah, excited for it. Bring original cast. Looks like they're, Colin Trevorrow, whatever the director's name is. Yeah, says this film will be the accumulation of all 6 films. So very excited for that, and excited where they're going to be taking that. And like you said, original.
Yeah, I think.
Stuff.
Yeah, and like I said, I think I was already excited because of the half good part of the ending of Fallen Kingdom, and bringing back the original cast. I was excited, but then we saw, like you said, that clip, that I don't know what you call it, short film. It just
Yeah,
shows a little bit of it. I don't. Is that part of the movie, or is that just something in this movie's universe? Who knows? But wow,
yeah.
yeah, that was cool.
I know. I kind of felt like, hey, here's a little something to hold you over of what's
Hmm.
going on in the world. I feel like that might have been like a mini prequel to what's happening
Hmm.
in Dominion. Um, so I am excited for that. But then, Gary, did you see the picture? I mean, if you've seen the thumbnail to this, I just stole that. But the director did share this picture with with the world to kind of just show a little bit of a picture here of what's to come. And
Yeah,
here's the thing, Gary. Obviously, we see the Velociraptor there, um,
yeah,
with fur or feathers.
yeah.
I don't
You got
know,
the
whatever.
he's got the
I don't know.
hair.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like just a random Velociraptor or if it's just blue. I'm assuming because of the end of the
Hmm.
second one, it's just blue.
Yeah,
But then sitting here next to this giant mouth, maybe
yeah,
but even then that looks way too big even for the Mosasaurus.
yeah.
And it's on land, like in the mountains. So I don't know what that is, but man, something that big with that many teeth looks exciting.
Yeah. That is. I don't even know what to think because I mean, yeah, raptors aren't the biggest dinosaurs, but they ain't that small.
Yeah,
You know, I
I mean they're at
mean,
least what 6.5 feet tall. I think is
sure.
what they said, or 6 feet tall, or something like
Yeah,
that.
I haven't seen one around here lately, but I mean, I mean, that looks like a. I mean, wow. Yeah, let's continue. I mean, like I said, I hope this movie delivers to continue to spark interest,
Right.
and there we go. Huh?
Hmm.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
a new mega dinosaur, mega
Yeah.
Rex.
I know there's been rumors of a gigantanosaurus or something like that. Either way,
Hmm.
a gigantic source. Uh, and so there's been some like rumors about that. I don't know. I don't know if I actually saw what it could possibly be, but that could be there. Here you go. You got Cole saying maybe just a giant crocodile in the mountains. In the mountains, Cole, a giant
Come on,
crocodile.
Cole.
Come on, look at the scenery, my man. Look at the scenery. I don't know if
Yeah,
there's a
I mean,
giant
come
crocodile
on,
up there.
Cole. Have you ever watched National Geographic? Have you ever watched Crocodile Dundee? Come on, we obviously got mountains back there, you know.
Yeah.
But
But
sorry, I don't
either
want to
way,
get.
if it maybe the giant crocodile lost its way and got eaten. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm really excited like about this, like putting this together with the short film. It seems exciting. It seems great.
Mhm.
And the thing is, you know what else I'm excited about? There's a lot of buzz around this movie,
Yeah.
and that's what I really appreciate. Is just people are generally, even though like you said, the Fallen Kingdom gets a lot of hate, but
Hmm.
it gets a lot of hate. But the problem is it still didn't generate enough hate to where people don't want to be a part of it, right?
Oh yeah.
And so like people are still just, hey, we still want to be a part of this thing. We still want to see what's going on. So I think it's going to be great.
Well, here's the thing, and what? Well, somebody just fell. Check on them later. What I was thinking as far as this goes, because as they kept making these movies, I was like, okay, how? And we talked about this a little bit when
Mm-hmm.
we did the deep dive. Check those out if you hadn't. We if they're gonna keep making these, how do you make this fresh? How do you make this feel new?
Yeah.
You're going into the park, things go wrong. And I think Fallen Kingdom tried to do that. Save the dinosaurs. There's a giant volcano, and
Right.
then tied all this stuff, and then the ending with Fallen Kingdom with the dinosaurs. Spoiler alert if you hadn't seen it. They are released into our world, and then boom,
Mm-hmm.
worlds collide, and Jeff Goldblum at the end. Welcome to Jurassic World. I can't
Yeah.
do a Jeff Goldblum. Sorry, but they're doing what the Alien franchise didn't do, which is what they should have with Alien 3. Aliens come to Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what Colin Trevorrow is doing, and bringing a whole new set of rules and bringing back the original cast. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for what
Yeah.
they're doing. I think that's where the buzz comes in.
Yes. Yes. They have a lot building to it. I mean, they had the buzz with Goldblum coming back. So that plus again, people, I think because we're finally getting that different kind of story. I think that's why people with Fallen Kingdom were excited because Jurassic World was good, but again, it was the whole park thing. But
Mm-hmm.
then it was like, well, we have this horror element in a mansion. This is something different. So that's cool. And then it ended with, again, Now they're just loose on the mainland and all over the place. So that
I just hope that girl gets brought to charges.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So that's intriguing. And to me, you know what's also intriguing is what's going to happen with all the dinosaurs that were bought at that auction that already took off. You
Yeah.
know, so there's two things they got to deal with, and I think that's why we're getting a lot of buzz. And then because of that buzz, and this kind of leads into our next topic here as we're moving on, because the two are tied together, and despite rumors, which we'll get to in a second, but the two are tied together, and it's the fact that coming out is Fast 9, right? And so that is coming out what in 2 weeks, I think.
I think so.
I think it's 2 weeks. There you go. There's the sorry. That's,
There's the family.
yeah. There's a family. So we have Fast 9 coming out, and so it was announced that there was going to be either I think it's the opening scene or opening sequence, probably about like 5 minutes or so of Jurassic World Dominion. That's going to be shown before Fast 9, but only in the IMAX screenings of it. So if you go see Fast 9 in IMAX, then you can see the first whatever 5, 6, 7 minutes of the movie. That we see a couple stuff, and I hear that the things that they're doing is more just like you get to see the dinos kind of wreaking havoc in the world. It's kind of the way things start off, and so here we go. So this is what was tying these two together. Not this nonsense theory that they're going to bring these two universes together. I don't want to hear it. I know. I mean, Gary and I briefly talked about this earlier. Please don't. Please don't do that.
There's the one thing that Fast and Furious franchise is missing: dinosaurs.
They already had flying submarines.
I want a Velociraptor driving a tank. I want a Stegosaurus driving a Honda Civic, and I want a T-Rex flying a helicopter.
There we go.
Not too much to ask for.
Yeah. Not too much. That's like, Gary, do you remember the old, I don't remember what it was for, but do you remember the old toys? They were dinosaurs, but they would put like mech and cyborg pieces on them. And it was just like people would ride them and they would have these dino. Man, I remember what it is. I'm going to look it up. Interwebs, if you can look it up, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. But you just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Of those old toys.
So I think it's brilliant what Fast 9 is doing because, they're both Universal titles. Yeah. This movie is the exact opposite of Dominion. There is no buzz for Fast 9. Damien, I see you in the chat. Sorry, buddy. There's no buzz. Yeah. John Cena's not helping matters with the stuff he's doing.
Well, the buzz they're getting isn't good.
Isn't good. Yes, there we go. Yeah, it's not the right kind of buzz. And I'm someone who was done with this franchise 2 movies ago. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And but if you want to sell tickets, because it's just doesn't look like people are going to flock to theater to see this one by early predictions. Put Dominion on there. So will I buy a ticket to go see it? Mm-mm. I'm just gonna wait, but I get what they're doing, and this just naturally causes rumors. And I was reading some stuff. Chris Pratt and Vin Diesel are into it. Colin Trevorrow, not so much. The director, but
Good,
so
good for Colin.
Get ready for the memes.
Yes, get ready for the memes indeed. And here's the thing. So Fast 9 has already released in China, right? And so it didn't do well. Listen, usually movies, if they're going to do well, they explode in China, making 100 or 200 million. Well, post-COVID, about 80, 90 million, maybe 100 million on some movies, right? And so that whenever they release in China first, it kind of shows you how it's going to do the rest of the way in the rest of the world. And this just didn't do good. It didn't do good at all. Maybe it was the nonsense of what happened with John Cena, whatever. That whole story is dumb anyways. Maybe it was that. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it is just. Here's the thing: you do have franchise fatigue, right? And so, you see it with another franchise that is not the best, which I love because it's guilty pleasures. Transformers. As the movies went on, they made a bunch of money, and then they just started tanking, making less and less. People got tired of that franchise. This Marvel. See, now with Endgame that had ended, now with Phase 4 stuff, people are really curious. How are we going to have comic book fatigue? Are people going to be done with comic book movies? You led up to all this. What's going to happen? I think we're seeing that with the Fast series because even the last movie didn't do that good. I think 7 did really good, but I think that was the last one that did like really good. And so this one, again, not getting the buzz, not getting the cash flow. People are saying it's absolutely terrible. Like they're saying that this is a complete dumpster fire of a movie, probably because they went way too over the top. So after seeing all this with China, after hearing all this bad buzz, what do? Hey, come see the IMAX version because, of course, those tickets cost more to see. Come see the IMAX version of Fast and Furious, and then we'll let you see 6 minutes of Dominion, which doesn't come out till next summer. Marketing ploy? Absolutely. And will it work? We'll see.
We'll see. How many people are going to buy the ticket, watch the 6 minutes, and leave? You know, Daniel Kleka, you out there? You're a Jurassic Park fan like we are. You going to do that? You know,
I'm not going to lie.
I'll make a trip of it.
The guy with the AMC Stubs membership, it doesn't cost me anything extra to go see
That's
IMAX.
True.
So I can just go walk and see it and walk out.
Well, here's what we should do. We'll buy a ticket for this, watch Jurassic Park, sneak into another movie.
There we go.
I still haven't seen Cruella. I'll go see Cruella.
Yeah.
That should be
there
allowed.
You go.
You know?
So look at here in the chat real quick. Cole wants to see a dinosaur fighting Vin Diesel. Cole, you know good and well what's going to happen is Vin Diesel's going to be riding that dinosaur, yelling "family, come on, family," and then they'll all be riding dinos coming out. Like that's what's going to be happening.
Spoiler alert: he is related to the dinosaur. The dinosaur is a distant relative. He's his brother. You know, and we got a family triangle with him and John Cena and the T-Rex, and yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And then we have Damien. He wants to be a cartoon like Tarzan. Exactly. And that's probably why this movie is getting bad buzz right there. Because they've done ridiculous things, but people have still been like, okay. But now it's like, okay, come on, people. This is getting and especially because they're bringing back people from the dead. They've messed up the timeline. Like it's just a hot mess.
Well, after Fast 7, which I liked a lot, and you know, Paul Walker passed away. I loved how they ended his story and tied all that into, and I thought, okay, that's it. They're done because out of respect to Paul Walker, don't make any more of these. And they ended it well. And after that movie, I was like, okay, what else can they do? You know? And then when I saw Fast 8 was coming out, I still to this day hadn't seen it because I think they should be done, you know? And it doesn't surprise me that 8 was not that great. I've heard, I mean, the rhyme there. 8, not that great. And, it doesn't surprise me that this, you know, is getting bad reviews because, like I said, people are tired of it, and what else are you gonna do? You know,
let's put it this way: Movies Anywhere gave me Fast 8 for free on a digital copy. Still haven't found the time to watch it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it, and they even put Kurt Russell in there. I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan, and I bring myself to do it. You know, because Cole, it hurts because it's a franchise I loved for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I know you loved it. I didn't so much. I guess we can do that here in a second. But like Cole says, marketing, of course. Like they need to push people in there. Like it needs to happen. And so that's what just needs to happen there. And then, you know, here we go, Damien. Han faking his death. Now he's back.
Easy
to see him die in 2 movies.
Easy show.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I know. So close, but yeah, it just. Here's what's hard is for like people like me with this franchise, right? When the first one came out, it was sold as a movie about street racing.
Yep.
And so of course, guys like me, I love it. I love cars. All that. I'm like, yes, let's go watch a movie about street racing. Nothing to do with street racing. Yes, there was like 2 scenes of street racing in it, but it was a heist movie. And so honestly, the heist part and stuff, like a lot of it was really cool. But I was just so angry that of the false advertising of this is about street racing that I said the heck with it, and I hated it. When Too Fast came out, I did not watch it because I said
no. It's so bad. Too Fast is so bad.
That's so bad. So I was like, nope, forget it. I'm not watching it. And then Tokyo Drift came out, and plus I'm like, Vin Diesel's a terrible actor. I think Paul Walker's a terrible actor. Like I didn't like anybody that was in the movie either.
Easy now. Hey,
it's not. Bro, you can like him. That's not me. I love The Rock. He's a terrible actor, but I love him. It's okay. Like I'm not making fun of your boy. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm not making fun of you for liking him.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. He gave us some. He gave us some stupid fun movies. Fair enough.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You ever see the Skulls? He's really bad in the Skulls. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
He's really bad in the Skulls.
Yeah. So yeah. So funny enough. Speaking of Paul Walker, you know what he did after Too Fast and Too Furious? Paul Walker said, "Okay, our next movie needs to be about drifting." And then the executive said, "No, we're not doing that. We're done with this franchise." And then so they fire him or whatever. They said, "We're done." So they never call him. And then they get a whole new cast and say, "Hey, you know what? We're going to do the drifting." Ridiculous. But the thing is, I ended up seeing Tokyo Drift because my cousin was like, "No, you have to go see it. It's actually about racing. It's actually about drifting." And I was like, "Okay." So I went and then I loved it because it was actually about what it needed to be. And then I didn't see the fourth one. And then the fifth one, again, another cousin was like, "Dude, you have to go see this. It's a lot of fun." Saw the fifth one. Loved the fifth one. Actually went out and bought it. I thought the fifth one was so good.
Fifth one is great.
Fifth one is so good. I love Fast Five. And I never got around to seeing 6. And I saw 7 because, again, I wanted to see how they handled the Paul Walker send-off. And then didn't bother with 8. And then here we are.
Yeah. So I'll tell my story from this franchise. When I was in 6th grade, The Fast and the Furious was the coolest movie I had ever seen. And I'm not even a car guy. I just thought, I want to live in that world. Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are so cool. I want to be just like them. School that year, favorite movie, everyone, Fast and the Furious. Favorite movie, Fast and the Furious. When you're doing the get to know you stuff. And then as I got older, I still love it as for nostalgia reasons, but I don't know how long it's been since you've seen the original movie, but
it's been a while.
The part after the first race where Vin Diesel beats Paul Walker, go watch that scene, and the acting is so bad. Not just Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, but the people in the background. It is hilarious. You never had me. You never had your car. And I can quote the entire scene, and people in the back are just like, it is just. But yeah, the first one is just very nostalgic to me. Even though it is a complete ripoff of Point Break.
It is. It is
100% ripoff of Point Break. It is Point Break with cars instead of surfing. And Point Break is a much superior movie. Anyway, Too Fast, Too Furious. Even as a kid, I thought that movie was so bad. I remember being disappointed with Tokyo Drift, not because I thought it was a bad movie, but I missed the original cast.
Which is fair.
It was a movie. Yeah, but then we get the original cast back for Fast and Furious. I mean, how creative is that? They just got rid of the the title. And that movie is so boring.
And that's what I heard. And that's why I never bothered.
And I tried to like it. I bought it on Blu-ray. The ending is really cool. I will say that. The ending is really, really cool. However, it is not a very good movie. And then Fast 5 comes out, and that movie is incredible. Like, I don't care if you haven't seen any of these movies, go see Fast 5. They're bringing The Rock in, and
Fast 5 stands on its own. It stands on its own. It doesn't need anything else.
Yeah. Hey, Toretto, I'll be seeing you. I love that. Love that scene.
Yeah.
Is it Fast 5 where him and The Rock and Vin Diesel had that fight? One of the best movie fights of all time. And
chasing.
Yes.
Like when he chased him through the rooftops. One of my favorite, like, on-foot chase scene. Like, this is where I was like, dude, The Rock is a freaking rhinoceros. Like, when he's just going through windows. Oh, it's so good.
It is so great. And I personally liked 6 a lot and 7. So, basically, I love the first one, 5 through 7. Those are the ones at some point I will have on my shelf, maybe very soon. I got to control myself, though. I'm getting kind of out of hand. Wife's going to kill me. But they should have stopped after 7. 6 is pretty daggone good. I like 6. But it is very much that, you know what you're getting into when you watch those movies. But the only one that I can honestly say is actually a good movie is Fast 5.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Because as much as I love Tokyo Drift because it's actually about racing and stuff, the acting in it is terrible. Outside of Han, I feel like the Han guy does a good job. But the main character, dude, is a terrible
Which is
actor.
surprising because he is really good in Friday Night Lights. Lucas Black, I think is his name.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he is really bad in that movie. I remember,
Yeah, but he's really bad in that.
Bow Wow in that movie?
Yeah, Bow Wow's in that movie.
Mike himself.
Yeah, he did decent, but, like,
Yeah.
So that's what kind of makes me like, eh.
Yeah.
And even like the story itself's kind of silly, but thing is,
Yeah.
like, so for me and for most people, honest, I mean, some people love all of them, but there's
Like
quite a few
Damien there.
people. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Like Damien. Yep.
Boom. Hey, no
Yeah.
judgment.
Yeah. Cole, he bringing out Fast Five is the only one I can think of that I will still constantly see on TV, because that's the one that pretty much everyone liked. It was really good, but for a lot of people, the series has been up and down. So when you have this ninth one that they're really trying to like, because they've been trying to hype it up and they've been trying to like, this is it, right? Like this is it. We'll see, but this is it, and they're trying to do that, and they're trying to bring like it. It seems like to a closure. I doubt it.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I doubt it. But it seems like that's what they're doing, and so you get all this bad buzz, and then they have to do something to get butts and seats. So hey, here's a special sneak peek of something that's coming out in a year. We'll see. This is one that I know some of you guys may be like, hey, Efren, Gary, why don't you go see it and tell us how it is? I don't know if we can spend our money on this.
No.
I don't
we
know.
Got wives and kids, and I work part-time now. I gotta watch it. I can't just
and we got a lot of other movies we need to see this summer.
And I don't want these movies to continue to be made, being honest with you. Sorry, Damien. So to buy tickets, even though it's for Dominion, it's gonna fuel that monster, and I want Vin Diesel to do more voiceover work. I don't want more Fast and Furious movies from him.
Yes.
Be Groot, be Iron Giant, or be nothing. Sorry.
Or be the Street Sharks guy. Sorry, yeah. Did you ever see that with Vin Diesel? The old Street Sharks commercial?
Long time ago, yeah. Yeah, a long time ago. He was great in Saving Private Ryan for like 3 minutes before,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
But it is. He's just not the greatest actor. That's just all there is to it.
Oh, he's fine. And that's fine, Yeah. It's fine.
Still making his millions, so what does he care, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it just
he's over watching this. Those guys aren't family. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, they ain't family. Cole, simple 3-word things are amazing from him. That is correct. Anything beyond 3 words is a stretch for that man.
Oh, that's funny. I am not a gun. I am Groot.
I am Groot. Like, he seriously just has to do that. And, like, seriously, like, what was his – hey, just come in for the day, just record it with these like 4 different inflections, and we're good. And then you can have $1 million.
Yeah.
Done.
Probably
Sign me
more.
up for that job.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Absolutely. Man.
So, hey, no shame to him. That's the thing about Hollywood is, like, you can have these people who aren't that great of actors, but you know what? They find ways to be in every big movie, and they make their millions, and they move on. You know what? More power to you. If you can work the con, more power to you.
Heck, Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman, late 90s, early 2000s. So they were in everything. Rick Moranis.
And they were our presidents and everything.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Yeah, Rick
Moranis. Going to survive. We will not go quietly into the night. Oh, speaking of, what time of year? It's almost that time of year.
It's almost that time of year.
Oh,
man.
Where were we?
I don't know. Quick 4th of July episode. We're watching Independence Day again and Jaws. Done. All right.
Oh, no doubt.
And Sandlot, I guess. We got to throw Sandlot in.
Yeah, Sandlot's got to be in there.
But, yeah. So here you go. He also voiced that for every language, so he earned those millions. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Might not be harder to learn 3 words, right?
No.
Excellent job. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like Fast Furious, XXX, these movies, like absolute terror. But like these movies, or even the Chronicles of Riddick, such terrible.
No, I never
movies.
saw those.
Keep it that way. Not worth your
My
time.
brother Scott loved that movie. He always told me to watch it. I never did.
That's a shame. That is like Chronicles of Riddick. I think it was part 1 and 2, and then like Pitch Black or something. I don't know. Watched them all. Had family that wanted to watch it. Absolute garbage.
I think Pitch Black's the first one, and then there's the Riddick, which is a spinoff from Pitch Black. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't know.
Not worth your effort to figure out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's just been going on, guys. I mean, that's what we got pretty much for today, unless there's other things. Listen, if you guys want to put in the chat and stuff, be like, hey, will you guys talk about this? What are your thoughts on this? Let us know.
Some ideas.
We have to do. So Damien has been sending us some ideas that hopefully we'll be incorporating sometime soon.
Thank you, Damien.
Yes, thank you, sir. So if anybody else, you have ideas for us, hey, Let us know.
Yeah.
Things come up.
I just
We'll talk.
so I broke down this past week and bought a 4K player. And I've gotten some 4Ks. I'm doing some upgrades. Not everything's been upgraded because can't do that.
No.
But maybe we can talk about some how things look in 4K. Maybe and one thing I did purchase is the Lord of the Rings on 4K.
Oh, you did do that.
I did.
You're a bold man.
I did,
You're
and I'm thinking maybe one day we can do, maybe you, me, and my brother-in-law Michael, who is a Lord of the Rings experts, can do some viewings over here on the 4K, and then do a deep dive into Lord of the Rings. But that's going to take some time.
That deep dive.
Yeah, that's an idea I had while driving the other day.
There we go. Listen, I'm just more thinking, do you not like sleeping in your bed? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, you pulled the trigger on 4K, all this stuff, and now the Lord of the Rings 4K, dude, that's no joke.
So it was, in my opinion, it was a necessary purchase. I had some money to play with, sold some stuff, and right now everything's smooth sailing. But I gotta tone it down. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. How about that?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Damien does have a question. He says, "What do you guys think of Sonic 2?" Me personally, I'm excited for the Sonic 2 movie. I liked the first one. Watched it with the kids. Way more entertaining than it had any business being. So like, I really, really liked it. I thought it was just a fun, dumb movie, and like a fun, dumb road trip movie was the first Sonic, and it was very entertaining, especially since they, especially since they redid his face. Because it was like horrid at first, made him look more like Sonic. So I thought it was good. So I think, and they ended saying Sonic 2 is coming. So I'm excited for it. I know they started filming, or they're about to start filming it. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be another fun movie to take the kids to see.
I still need to see the first one.
Yeah. So okay, here we go. Here we go, Gary.
Ooh. Have we not done that yet?
No, because we have purposely said we want to stay away from Batman, Dark Knight, and some superhero stuff, just because we can very easily just fill up our content with just superhero stuff. So it is on our list, Cole. We're just trying to do a couple other things before.
That would be a very good episode to do the whole background of Michael Keaton being cast as Batman, and how it was controversial, and then his journey as Batman, because can't do too big because they're talking two movies, unfortunately. But we'll see him in Flash. I know, right? So yeah, we've only just begun talking about Michael Keaton as Batman because that's our childhood, you know? And doesn't it feel like we got more than just the two movies, though? Doesn't it seem like he was Batman for like 20 years?
It really does.
But we just got two movies.
Toys and marketing and honestly, I know for me, because of animated series, like even though that wasn't Michael Keaton, it just lived in the the Batman verse in my mind as a kid.
Yeah.
So it was all the same to me. So I think that's why I felt longer.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But yeah. So.
But yeah, so that is on the list. We're going to have to get to that. And when we do that, it's going to have to be a two-parter or three, because we'll have to discuss Michael Keaton and, to me, Christian Bale, Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight trilogy. Because to me, those have got to go hand in hand when we do this.
Heck, maybe we'll do a giant series, History of Batman.
There we go. That'll take a while.
Have
there you go.
Batman take over our show for a little bit.
Yeah. So he says his Batman is definitely Christian Bale. But listen, that's going to be a generational thing. I have total respect for that. The generation before us, Adam West is their Batman. For us, it's Michael Keaton. For you, it's Christian Bale. I have no qualms with that. I have nothing to say. Yep. So there is Batfleck. But if we're going to talk about who's going to have, the lasting legacy, it's going to be Christian Bale and Michael Keaton. Like as far as live out. So
no doubt. Still got Battinson out there. We'll see what he's going to bring us next year.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to watch it. The trailer looks intriguing, but we'll see what he got. And they're planning a trilogy, so we'll see.
That trailer was good.
So good.
That trailer was good.
I just love how we were just like, Patterson, the Twilight guy. Can he act? See him in Inception. Okay, maybe he can pull it off. Trailer, all hail. All hail
Yeah,
Batman.
Tenet. Yeah. Well, it's like in Tenet, he's walking through that art gallery. That's Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
That's the Bruce Wayne move, you know?
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, Batman just takes over is all I think about. So,
yeah.
Sorry.
So, no shame. And then, Damien, see them make another Super Mario movie? No. No. You already failed once. You failed so horribly. You do not deserve the opportunity to make another one.
Yeah.
Unless you get Christopher Nolan. If Christopher Nolan wants to make a Super Mario Brothers movie, I will allow it.
Oh, wow. Christopher Nolan directs Super Mario. Tom Hardy starring as Mario. Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Luigi.
There we go.
And
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine as Yoshi. Or Bowser. We got a movie there.
Oh, man. We got something going on here.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Or Hugh Jackman as Bowser.
There we go. If they remake Mario, though, Vin Diesel will be Mario. That's probably what it'll be. It's me. It's Mario. Luigi family.
Can't even do it in an Italian accent. Like nothing at all.
No, nothing. It's like Robin Hood not doing Kevin Costner Robin Hood not doing British accent.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's like what drove me nuts about like Beauty and the Beast. Like either the animated or the live action. Both movies are set in France.
Yeah.
And everyone has an English accent except for
that song where they go, bonjour. Bonjour.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what is happening? This is the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
You're saying everybody in this movie is French, but no one has a French accent. Yeah. Drove me nuts.
Yeah.
So sorry, we are now digressing, ladies and gentlemen.
I really like the music in the original Beauty and the Beast movie.
Yeah, it was fun. It was very, very fun. So
all right.
There you go.
Yep.
So, yeah, I know. I'm getting distracted by the comments.
Same.
Vin Diesel would be Bowser, probably. Yeah, sure. So Here we go, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. That is all we have. Next week, be on the lookout for our review of Loki, episode 1, episode 2, and then we'll have another show for you, another live show next Friday. We'll figure out what we're talking about when we post about it.
And if you're one of our new subscribers, go check out some of our previous episodes from back in our early days. There's some good stuff out there. Go check it out.
Yes, it is. The stuff that we were grabbing for during COVID.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, boom.
Yeah. So, boom.
Right.
And then hopefully
Peace
next
out,
time we
homies.
have exciting news for you, too. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah. Peace out, homies.
Peace out, homies.